Today on the spot, the fall releases get rolling as we check in with GameSpot editors in our review roundup. Speaking of rolling, the Prince is back in our daily demo of Katamari Forever on the PlayStation 3. We show you the latest content available this week on PSN, and Sophia talks to Ragnar Tornquist about the Secret World. All that and more today on the spot.
Hello everybody and welcome to Today on the Spot for Saturday, September 12th. I'm your host Chris Waters, and joining me over here is my man Homer Rabara.
Warm it up, Chris.
Dude, it's heating up over here. Reviews is crazy, and I'm a reviewer, and me and my boys have been really busy. We've got review roundup for all you folks, let you know what exactly has been going on.
Yeah, and not only that, but we also have an interview for the Secret World today.
That game looks cool. But before we get to all that, it's time to check in with Tor Thorson and today's latest headlines.
Hey everyone, it's your GameSpot news update for Saturday, September 12th. I'm Tor Thorson. Well, Thursday was NPD Day, the monthly reckoning for the US game industry. August sales were down by double digits for the 6th month in a row, with only $909 million of non-PC game hardware, software, and accessories being sold during the month. That's a 16% decline. On the software front, Madden NFL 10, the only pro football sim on the market, was the big winner, selling 1.9 million copies on all platforms. And that sounds good, right? Actually, it was far below last year's sales, and EA CEO John Riccitiello publicly expressed his disappointment. Hey man, can Monopoly get some love up in here? The Wii version of Madden really bombed, selling just 67,000 units. That's around half of what it did last year. Another big loser was Raven Software and Activision's reboot of Wolfenstein, which only sold 106,000 copies on the PS3, 360, and PC combined. I guess occult Nazi mad scientists aren't as big as they used to be. Over on the hardware front, the DS was top dog again, selling nearly 553,000 units, followed by the Wii's 277,000 units, and the Xbox 360 with 215,000 units. However, the big story was the PS3, which saw sales nearly double from the month before to 210,000 units. That huge increase was due to the PS3 Slim going on sale early during the last week of August, with analysts saying that Sony has hit a sweet spot with the PS3 Slim's $300 price point. Sweet. Well, that's it. Your weekend GameSpot news update. For more headlines like these, head on over to news.gamespot.com.
So that's what's happening in the wide world of news. Next up, we're giving you the rundown on the newest content available on PSN.
This week on PlayStation Network, we bring you a load of new game demos. First up, Star Wars The Clone Wars Republic Heroes. Be the hero and save the Republic as your favorite Jedi and Clone Trooper characters from the hit TV series. Next is Katamari Forever. The legendary Katamari franchise has rolled to new heights with more levels, more cousins, and more fun than ever before. Finally, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Turtles in Time Reshelled. The Turtles are back. The game has been recreated in beautiful full 3D HD graphics and enhanced animations, and still has all your favorite moments and gameplay from the original. On the downloadable content tip, you have an awesome new pack for Red Faction Guerrilla. Dismantle the opposition in 2 multiplayer modes and 8 new maps. In Bagman, players score points by securing the bag and taking out their opponents. Increase the carnage in Team Bagman, where the same rules apply, but players are forced to utilize teamwork and guerrilla tactics to eliminate the opposition. And in the game trailers department, you've got some new NHL 2K10 action featuring some of NHL 2K10's all-new one-on-one move animations. Watch Turco's big save, Turris' smooth sidestep, Kessler's power move, and Ovi's Deeks in NHL 2K10's second trailer. That's all we've got for you today. Be sure to check out GameSpot.com and PlayStation.com to see what's new this week on the PlayStation Network. So there's a look at your latest PSN business. Now, Chris, you've been reviewing all sorts of games this week, right?
Dude, and strictly music games. Last week I had Guitar Hero 5 jamming out with 4 Kurt Cobains on stage.
That sounds really silly.
And then you add an Xbox 360 avatar in, and it's crazy. But this week, Beatlemania, dude. That game is so awesome, Beatles Rock Band, but I gotta tell you, all that strumming, like, that wears on the old joints.
You gotta watch out for that, man.
Yeah, man, you're telling me.
All right, well, in case you missed it, there was a whole slew of other games reviewed this week, and we're gonna take a look at how the GameSpot editors weighed in our review roundup.
Review season is in full swing as everyone tries to get their top-tier games out by the holidays. With so many games hitting store shelves, we wanted to give you a quick roundup of the games we covered this week. You can find all these reviews in full on the reviews page. Some serious high scores this week. First off, the Beatles invade the rock band scene. Chris Waters goes from Guitar Hero 5 straight into the Beatles rock band. The game is inherently bursting at the seams with Beatles flavor. The game builds on the great rock band formula and infuses it with the pure awesomeness of the Beatles. Vocal harmonies add opportunities for band members to collaborate like never before. With one singer on lead vocals, up to 2 people on harmonies, as well as 3 instruments, your band comes together in one tightly packed explosion of Beatlemania. If you like the Beatles or rock band in general, you really can't go wrong with the Beatles Rock Band, available on the PS3, Xbox 360, and the Wii. Dirt 2 slides its way to almost every platform this week, and Justin Calvert was there to fling mud at his opponents. Dirt 2 improves on the original by making a very user-friendly racing game with lots of features. The presentation is slick, the cars look and sound great, and multiplayer is a lot of fun. Dirt 2 is full of neat little details that add to the gameplay experience, everything from a very vocal co-driver to unlockable avatar windshield ornaments. Anyone looking to roll around in the dirt should pick it up. Take a look at the reviews for the PS3 and Xbox 360. Muramasa the Demon Blade is full of style and swords. Tom McShay collected 108 sharp-edged weapons on his way through this gorgeous game. While the backgrounds, bosses, and levels look amazing, the shallow slashing combat does get repetitive and lacks depth. It's a shame these elements hold it back, because the breathtaking visuals alone are reason enough to play Muramasa the Demon Blade, available now on the Wii. In Champions Online, my character Taoist Angel rides a sweet flying disc and summons wolves. I've been battling my arch nemesis and some content gaps in Millennium City. The game is off to a good start, but has had its share of standard MMORPG issues. The game is fun, and you will enjoy the first month's free subscription, but in the long run, you may not get your money's worth. Also on the site, a review for the Fear 2 Project Origin Reborn DLC, a decent but overpriced return to the Fear universe. Other reviews this week included Il 2 Sturmovik Birds of Prey, Phantom Brave We Meet Again, Batman Arkham Asylum for the PC, Section 8. That does it for the review roundup. Take a look at all these reviews on the site now for the details.
All right, there's your quick look around the review circuit, and now we're going to look into the future once again. We've got The Secret World. It's a game that made a splash on the site with a few flashy trailers, and last week at Penny Arcade Expo, we got an interview with the developers to learn more about it. So let's take a look now at The Secret World.
Hey everyone, Sophia here at the 2009 Penny Arcade Expo, and I am joined by Ragnar Tornquist and Martin Bruskar, and they're working on The Secret World. And so we've got a chance to check out gameplay for the very first time, but let's start at the beginning. Tell us what The Secret World is all about.
Secret World is an MMORPG set in the real world, in a modern day real world, and players are heroes fighting the darkness that's rising, the evil that's coming out of the dark places in the world. So you fight vampires, zombies, demons, all kinds of monsters from myth, legend, pop culture, in locations all over the world. And the players are sort of joined together in order to fight this sort of darkness that's rising. And there's a mystery. Why is this happening now? What is special about this time, in the world? What's happening? Why are these things coming back now to haunt us? So that's part of the gameplay. And of course, an important part of it is a lot of action. There's a lot of guns, a lot of magic, a lot of swords, a lot of really cool effects, a lot of really cool monsters to fight. I mean, that's a big part of the game.
I mean, as Ragnar says, it's you are just a normal guy, but you have special powers, and so you're just walking down the street on your home way from improv class or whatever, but suddenly a monster pops out, and you just whip out your flaming sword and just shoot him in the face or stab him in something. It's cool.
Yeah, so you've been focusing a lot on the action aspect. So can you tell us exactly how this game will play?
It's very action-oriented, even though we have different elements. Not all guns blazing. We have stealth and puzzles as well. The combat is very responsive, very snappy action. Lots of different cool elements, lots of different cool weapons, modern weapons, and also ancient magic weapons. And it feels really, really great and responsive.
Can you go into a little more detail about the PvP aspects of the game?
Yeah, sure, we can. I mean, we're not showing anything of that right now, but we are playing it. Actually, Martin's team, he's the lead designer on this aspect of the game, and people are already starting to play it. Like he likes to say, old animosities come out when people sort of force them to play together. I mean, we have 3 secret societies, and these guys have to fight over cells inside the Hollow Earth, a place called Agartha. And these cells contain resources, a resource called anima, which is used to create items in the game, to upgrade weapons. So there's a lot of, a lot of importance put on getting as much of this resource as possible. And there's also relics that people can fight over, which give players benefit out in the upper world, out in the outside world, in order to help them fight the monsters. So there's a really interesting, persistent, ongoing 24/7 battle between these 3 secret societies in order to hold these resources. Anybody can jump in at any given time, get your gun, jump in, fight for your secret society in order to help out in this conflict. And, whoever holds the most cells rule the world, basically.
And that brings us to my final question. When is this coming out and what platform?
It's we announced the game for PC and Xbox 360. We don't have a release date quite yet. We are playing the game. We're having fun playing the game, so, it's not going to be forever, but there's no set release date quite yet.
All right, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
And that was our first look at the secret world. Be sure to check back on GameSpot.com for more updates.
It's daily demo time!
It sure is, Chris.
Yeah, buddy. What do we got here today?
Dude, we're talking about Katamari Forever.
Forever.
Forever!
On the
PlayStation 3. Now,
Nice.
this is a full retail game.
Okay.
And as you can see, check me out. I'm the prince once again.
Yep.
I'm rolling around here. We're in a picture book. And as you can see, there's our old friend, the king of all
Yeah,
cosmos.
what up, King?
Our old dad.
Uh-huh.
He apparently fell asleep. And now he
Not
has
surprising.
amnesia.
Really?
So that's what his world is all about.
Okay.
But now we have a different king too. Look, check it out. Robo King of all
my
cosmos.
goodness. Wow.
Check him out.
Yeah, okay. I can
this
see
guy,
the resemblance.
Yeah, what this guy has done, now get this, he's basically destroyed every star in the cosmos. You like that?
I don't know if I like that.
Well, I don't like it either, but as the prince,
Yep.
we have to rebuild those stars.
Time to TCB.
So let's check them out.
Okay.
Let's make a star out of calories.
Calories?
Okay, so I already played this stage and I did terribly.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back. I only scored 8 points.
Well,
so
we need more points than
we
8,
need more points.
presumably.
Yes. So we'll get into here.
We'll roll here.
What I really enjoy about this version of Katamari
Uh-huh.
is that it's really hard to fail. You know, you've played the old Katamari.
I've played some. I've rolled. I've played some Katamari, and yeah, sometimes that clock ticks down, and you do
really
not-
fast, right?
You don't have the centimeters, man.
Yes. So this one, there's some stages where basically all you have to do is collect as much as you can in a certain lot of time, and what they'll do is they'll give you points as opposed to fail or succeed.
Okay.
So in this version, I'm picking up fruit and all sorts of foods to get my calorie count up.
Yep.
Now, I don't necessarily need to collect a certain amount of calories. I just need to collect as many calories as I can.
And that'll go towards a point total that'll allow you to progress
Exactly.
and make new stars in this mode.
And make more planets as well.
And make more planets.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, the original King of all cosmos, he's kind of tasked with rebuilding all the planets.
Yep.
While the Robo King of all cosmos is tasked with getting all the stars back in place.
Okay.
Because he destroyed
Because
them all.
he messed it up real good.
Yeah.
That was a flaw in his programming. I mean, he's a Robo King.
He's a Robo, dude. There's glitches.
You can only hold him so responsible
Right.
for his actions.
And now, as you can see, the Prince and his Katamari are rocking a whole new look. We got the cell shaded style
It's
going on.
sharp. I like it.
Yeah.
Clean, dark edges, but like a lot of color.
Yeah.
Which is, Katamari's colorful game.
Still within the spectrum of psychedelic gameplay that
Yeah, I like.
Katamari is known for. So as you can see, I'm rolling. I'm getting all this sushi. I'm getting some crabs.
Oh, you just kick it up a notch.
Yeah,
There.
I basically grew in size. But in other stages, which we won't see, but players at home will be able to see, is that some stages often start black and white.
Really?
And to save from any confusion about what items you can't or can roll up, the items that you can roll up appear in color.
Appear in color?
Yeah, so for the first time Katamari player, there's some out there, namely Sophia.
Oh, really?
Can you believe that?
Miss Tong.
Yes,
Unbelievable.
Tong is Katamari ignorant. But anyways, that'll help new players get acclimated
They won't
to the
just
whole.
go start rolling up to the shopping cart and
Now-
why am I not rolling it
Yeah,
up?
and why am I getting smaller?
Yep.
Only a rookie would ask that question.
That's true.
But us tried and true See, this is not.
Get up that bread ramp.
Yeah,
you
I'm
can
having
do it.
some trouble
There
there.
it is.
There it is.
Nice
And
work.
also a slew of treats for me to consume. See, my caloric count is definitely going up. I definitely don't want to get hit by that person.
Will that just smack you for a loop there?
Yeah, my calorie count will go down if I get smacked up by them.
Yeah.
But as you can see,
it seems like you're pretty confident here. Familiar with the controls? It's the same stuff.
Sure.
People are saying I hear you do the clickety tap tap. For, that's a technical term.
Clickety tap tap
to get your little speed boost going, help you navigate the level.
Sure. For those who don't know, the speed roll is you do the sticks back and forth
Sort of
really
alternate,
fast.
yeah.
But here's something new for this version. You can actually make him jump by using the whole like.
I'm not seeing it, dude.
I'm not seeing it either, dude. It's a little. It needs work.
Yeah,
but
okay.
Let's see if I can get him to jump. No, can't do it.
Maybe it's a different level you do it on, or maybe do you have to be bigger or smaller?
I don't think I have to be anything. Oh, see, I got hit by the cart trying to jump. But anyways,
eyes on the prize here.
As you can see, Robo guy is
gives you your warning.
Gives us a 1 minute warning.
So nice little bite-sized play segments.
Exactly. So Katamari Forever coming out. I believe it's exclusively on the PlayStation 3.
That sounds right to me.
September 22nd.
September 22nd, folks can look for this?
Yes, $49.99, dude.
Fantastic, dude. Great work. Great rolling.
Katamari Forever.
Katamari Forever.
Yes.
Excellent. All right, folks, before we get into Trivia Town, we wanted to throw out a quick reminder about the Save the Arcades contest. Now, a few weeks back, we took you around to our favorite local arcade, Starbase 1, and asked you to participate in a promotional game to help keep that place up and running. You responded admirably and helped Starbase close the gap, but they're still in second place and they need an extra little boost to help them launch into first. So if you got a spare minute, after the show perhaps, log on to savethearcades.com and play Zapatar, the side-scrolling flash game they got set up there. Donate your points to Starbase Arcade and help keep that venerable institution open for future generations of gamers.
Do it, folks! Do it!
Wait till after. Do the trivia? After.
Fair enough. Today's giveaways are for the fashion-minded gamers out there. We got some sweet t-shirts for those of you who can answer these questions correctly. First up, this year at PAX, Sean McInnes checked out a new Dark Carnival campaign for Left 4 Dead 2. He learned that the clown zombies attract more zombies the longer they are alive. Why is this?
And for a classy wet t-shirt, that's kind of an oxymoron. Classy wet? All right, wet the game, right? It's a t-shirt, you get the idea. So in the game Wet, what is the protagonist Ruby's last name? To submit your answer, use the module on the page or send us an email at onthespot@gamespot.com. And that'll about do it for us, folks.
Thanks for joining us this Saturday, September 12th.
Thank you, Homer.
Thank you, Chris.
And for everyone here today on the spot, have a great weekend. You know that Ragnar Tornquist dude, he spins a good yarn.
Does he?
He does, actually. He's done some really cool stuff in the past, but we gotta keep it moving.
Indeed we must.
We must indeed. What's next?